Hello everybody and welcome to this month's New Moon Guidance. My name is Justine Evans and I'm a naturopath and a hormone alchemist, and I run two websites, creationfertility.com, which is exclusive for fertility matters, and justineevans.co.uk, which relates to hormone health. Every month I offer new moon guidance using my Creation Oracle toolkit. Now, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and the aim of it is to support everybody to build a healthy, hormone-happy lifestyle month by month without overwhelming. Now, as a naturopath, I consider not only nutritional therapy, but also your mindset and your lifestyle. And so that's what I'm really doing each month. So this month I drew the cards, and it's January the 13th, 2021. And actually I drew them yesterday, but this is the first time I've had to do the actual video for it. Now, the cards always amaze me because they're always so pertinent to how I'm feeling and how we're feeling. I mean, obviously we're in the lockdown. We remain in lockdown, and it's a very difficult time for all of us, and particularly within the winter months. I'm in the UK, based in the UK, and it's very dark and it's fairly dismal, and hormonally this really isn't very good for us. So, sorry, excuse me, just putting an additional light on. So when I drew these two cards, they really resonated very deeply with me. So the two cards are this month. The card of Nourish, which I don't think you can see here, card 18, and the card Goodness Within, which is card 39. Now, the card Nourish, I'm just going to read it to you so that you can see where we're going with this. Although I have adapted it for 2021, I'm bringing in a lot more spagyric remedies this year with it. So this card says, Nourish. Green veggies are the foods missing in most diets. Learning to cook and eat seasonal, health-promoting living food is essential to creating life. Greens help to strengthen the blood, detoxify, and provide vital nutrients, magnesium, iron, potassium, zinc, folic, and antioxidants. Within Eastern philosophy, we associate green with the heart chakra, with springtime, a time of new beginnings, vitality, emotional stability, and creativity. And we so need that right now because we have started the age of Aquarius, which is actually a lot about creativity and being yourself. This year and the whole of 2020 has very much been about going within and finding ourselves within. And so this Nourish card is actually not just about nourishing ourselves physically, but nourishing ourselves emotionally. And so the card of the Goodness Within really holds that very strongly for me. And we'll go on to that in a little bit. So what green veggies can you eat right now? Well, Brussels sprout. This is for the UK, all right. So Brussels sprouts, spinach, broccoli, chard, lettuce, cabbage, Savoy cabbage particularly, leeks, kale, celery, Jerusalem artichokes, chicory, great for your digestion, spring greens, spring onions, and the herbs coriander, sage, which as we know is amazing for your hormonal health, and parsley, which is a fantastic detoxification vessel. Nutrient. And also, there are some nettles around at the moment if you do foraging at all, and nettles are fabulous for detoxification and supporting your urinary tract system as well, but right now supporting our immunity. And also sprouting seeds. You can sprout seeds on your windowsill any time of the year. And then we can look at the blue-green algae and the superfoods, so things like wheatgrass, spirulina, sarsaparilla, which I'm going to be talking about in a moment, chlorella, and the seaweeds, salsify, amazing, kelp, dulse, wakame, and Irish moss are all foods that you would be able to utilize right now in your diet. And I would recommend that for this moon cycle, try and incorporate these into your diet on a daily basis. Now, you can do this with a green juice every day, and maybe use an apple or something like that to juice it with, or make a smoothie up, or just cook with them. And try and get more and more veggies in your diet. Now, generally, we would, the rule of thumb is 5 veggies a day or 5 servings of veggies a day. But as a naturopath and a nutritional therapist, I would double that, at least 10. So try and do that for this moon cycle. Now, also, this moon cycle, I am running a winter cleanse, and it's based in Ayurvedic medicine. And what we've been doing is including the 6 tastes tea into our daily cleanse. Now, this is an amazing Ayurvedic tea, and basically it includes all of the tastes of sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent to help get balance in your life. And what I will do is I will put that recipe down, but you can get all of these at my Justine Evans website and my Creation Fertility website. So please do come on to my websites to be able to get the full details, all right? Now, we would drink that every day, at least 3 cups a day. Now, another thing that we could do is actually work with a spagyric remedy, or actually this is an Ayurvedic plant remedy as well, which is sarsaparilla. Now, I've decided that this year what I'm going to do is include a spagyric remedy each month to really embrace herbal medicine, but also the whole spagyric philosophy. Now, spagyrics is a form of medicine or remedy that includes working with the emotional element of the plant as well as the physical element of the plant. So sarsaparilla is a plant that I often use for hormonal support, and you usually buy it dried if you're going to use it. We use it from the root of the plant, okay? And it supports circulation, urinary, the rectum, your bones, reproductive and hormonal health, your nervous system, blood and digestion. And most people use it, know it as part of the root beer ingredients, but actually we use it therapeutically as well. So it is really good. It purifies the blood and the urinary genital tract, okay? So that's really supportive. It's great for the immune system. So right now, whilst we're going through this pandemic, then sarsaparilla can really support you. It's great for hormone regulation. It has like a progesterone effect. So actually it's also very good for impotence for guys as well. I often use it for women who suffer with insulin, or men who suffer with insulin issues, and also polycystic ovaries as well. So any of those kind of blood sugar regulation issues that come, it's fantastic for skin. So if you've got eczema, psoriasis, etc. I've also supported people who are post-cancer treatment, and sarsaparilla really seems to support their bones as well, and also their skin. As you probably know, when people have had radiotherapy and chemotherapy, they do tend to get very, very dry skin and very brittle bones. And I often use it when they've recovered from their cancer treatment, etc., etc. I would use it to support their general health and their skin. Fabulous for any kind of itching disorders and oozing eruptions. So if you suffer from any kind of eczema, psoriasis, all of those kind of things, it's absolutely fabulous. It's great for metabolic function, so people who've got IBS and bloating, etc. And I don't know whether you, if anyone has been watching the science research with COVID-19, but they are really linking the importance of gut health right now and intestinal permeability and immunity with the COVID-19. So sarsaparilla would be a supportive measure with that, together with probiotics and vitamin D, of course. It also really improves agni, which is like the fire and how you digest your food. So that's with regard to Ayurvedic medicine. So it's great for that and sort of helps reduce the vata or the water element. It's a protective for the liver as well. and boosts your immune system, purifying your lymph, which again is super important right now. And finally, it's also really good for nervous disorders and inflammations. So energetically, spagyric sarsaparilla is very much about helping you clean up your thoughts and clean up yourself physically as well as emotionally. We use it a lot for chronic conditions where we need to change the record, change the thought processes, change the physicality of your body where you're consistently getting something, those kind of chronic recurrent thoughts or infections that you may get. So energetically, we would say it helps you accept who you are and stabilizes that so that you can move on and change. And I think that's so important right now because consciously, I think that we're at this place where there is so much change happening. There is so much, everything's in almost like we're in this state of where are we? We're almost in a pause still, and yet we know that things have changed. And this is what's helping us. Sarsaparilla can help us with this. It also helps us connect with our intuition and our seventh chakra. So it helps with that sort of spirituality, which is very important right now as we're coming into this age of Aquarius, or we're in this age of Aquarius. But the way that we look at things, the way that we judge things are going to be changing, and I hope are changing for the better. So it helps with that Kundalini energy. And some of this, with spagyric medicine, we believe that Kundalini and sarsaparilla help us connect with our placenta and our in vitro and those ancestral memories, which don't necessarily have to be in this lifetime. They can be in past lifetime, or it can be something that you're carrying from your family ancestrally. Okay, so it helps us work with this. Recognize them and let them go. So when I am using sarsaparilla, I tend to use it within a spagyric tincture, which I either make up dependent on your date of birth using numerology, or I use remedies that are already well known, and they're usually a blend of different remedies. So if you are interested in using sarsaparilla as a remedy, using it in the spagyric form, then please be in contact with me. But otherwise, we do use it. You can buy it as a supplement, and you can also take it as teas. And in Indian medicine, we also use it a lot with compresses and applying it to the body. All right. So that's about the Nourish card this month. So very much try and see what you can incorporate into your life this month. If you are using sarsaparilla, please remember that it is not suitable for everybody. It is always a good idea to speak to a health professional before you change your lifestyle and your diet, because my chats, these videos do not consider you as a specific person. These are very generalized, okay? So you need to make sure that it is suitable for you before you start to take it. So coming up to the second card, goodness within. And goodness within is obviously about nourishment, but it's also about emotionally. And so this is what we're going to talk to you about today. Now, I'm just going to read this card to you, okay? By the way, you can buy these from my websites, okay? The creation guidance card and my toolkit. I did actually design and develop these for fertility, but you can use them throughout your life, okay? They are suitable for all hormone health and well-being. So most of us seem to acknowledge that there is goodness in everyone, but it's not always as easy to acknowledge the goodness in ourselves. We are all perfect in our own right, but sometimes it's simply out of sight. So acknowledge the goodness within yourself and bring it back into sight. Now, the affirmation for this month is I love and accept myself. And if you want to work with a crystal, it would be carnelian. But on my website this month, I am offering you a meditation, a visualization that I would like you to listen to regularly. And it's about meeting yourself and smiling within and seeing how you feel when you look at yourself and you smile at yourself. And, as if you're meeting yourself for the first time. And if you think about it, the dictionary explains goodness as the quality of being morally good or virtuous. And it also means kindness, generosity, benevolence. And when you do my visualization, I would like you to really ask yourself some reflective questions, because I think that we're all too busy beating ourselves up, particularly when we're spending so much time at home or without our loved ones, and adapting to this time of pause and quiet. And I think that we can be very difficult and very hard on ourselves. And I'm asking you this month not to do that, okay? So I would like you to think about how the definition of goodness makes you feel. Can you resonate with it? Or actually, do you find it difficult to accept the goodness in yourself? So please listen to my audio on a daily basis or weekly basis. And each time you do that, list 5 attributes that you consider good about yourself. And hopefully, I would like you to really think about them as an emotional or a strength issue rather than on just a physical basis. Try and really think about emotionally, what are your strengths? What do you bring to the table and to life? And when you meet somebody for the first time, what is it that you think about that person? Because with this particular smile within meditation, it's very much about how do you feel if you were meeting yourself for the first time, what would you think about yourself? How would you engage with that personality? How would you smile at them? What strengths and attributes would you really notice about them and love about them? Or do you work completely the opposite way? And actually, when you meet somebody, you find that you're very judgmental about them very quickly. And if so, how can you change that right now? Because to find happiness and to find health, we have got to be really accepting as to who we are and acknowledge our strengths and our attributes. And even the things that we consider weaknesses are also strengths in their own way. So I'm going to leave this new moon guidance this month for you. Please come onto my website, justineevans.co.uk, to download the audio, or come onto Creation Fertility if you want to see it from a more of a reproductive fertility perspective. But I'm here for you, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Try and pick up the things that resonate with you for this month and work with it. And I will see you again at the next new moon. With love and blessings. Bye.